The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brown, the motion man right. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Again, it's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A tackle made by J.T. Woods. And the Eagles at 10-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll buy some time right. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
They'll throw with May.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Motion man is Schwartz. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. To throw, it's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. 2nd and 5. Throwing here is May. Flush to his right. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Out to his left. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Back to the ground, Achane. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Hey, Silver. Tiger Hornet. Hey.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Great. Set. Pass. Pass. Alpha.
Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy.
63 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here's May.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz, 52 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Go Silver, ready? 63, 63, 63. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
No touch. Crowd left Yanni.
At the 48-yard line.
Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. No touch.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught left side by Judy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Barkley inside handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Hurts. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's May. He's going to Achane hit, and the ball is held. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that did not loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us are playing.
Right. Too humble. Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Great, set. 63. Hey. 73. No touch.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
No touch.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
No touch that. Yanni. No touch.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
They'll throw now on the final play. Short throw to Smith. Jalen Waddle, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Looking to throw, May. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking,
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
and that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Now 2nd and 3. Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
To the air, May.
That's out to Hill, right side complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
Yeah, in the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed.
Oh, some strong running. There he goes again. Off to the races. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Alpha, alpha, alpha. Hey, Silver, Silver, Silver.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. They'll throw with May. Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
King, Phil King, Phil King. No touch.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jordan Brooks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey. No touch.
Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a give to Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Elliott is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10. To throw, it's May. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Flushed out. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nolan Smith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing here is May.
Being chased out left. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out.
He's got a man complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Throwing is Hurts. That's going to be caught by Judy. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun, it's May. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Here's May. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Going silver, ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
2nd and 15.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception.
And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Eagles, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next